Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Now Joe Mixon. And a short gain here, down to the 22. Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Here we go. Set. Get 10 Lobo. Here we go, here.
They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. And he gets this down to the 18. Good enough for a 1st down. Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive.
1st down, Cincinnati.
Come on, set. 60 out long. Stop here, D.
Mixon with a 1st down carry. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. It's a good gain of 11, sets them up 1st and goal. You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation? We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
Okay,
1st and goal, and a chance to get that initial touchdown right back. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. He gets this in the hands of Mixon. Nothing at all on that one. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal.
Come on, baby.
Out of the shotgun, they run with Mixon. And he bulls his way into the end zone for a Bengal touchdown. Taking it in from 7 yards away, as his guys can now take the lead with the extra point. And they're able to run it in. It started with a battle in the trenches. They won there, and they got in for 6 points.
And that's going to be a tough one for the defense to deal with. They've got to go to the bench now and figure out how we're going to slow down this running game, because on that particular play, they had no answer.
This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense.
Come on, boy. You better be ready. Don't be scared of it. Now.
Here's the first carry for Tariq Cohen. Big Geno Atkins there to bring him down.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Here's a 2nd and 7. The screen pass here to Cohen. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. Big hold of the 30. Finally taken down at the 32-yard line. So from second and long, now we go to third and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance and guessing because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in four-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
61, matchbox lights. Ready?
Looking to throw. Herbert. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Sam Hubbard making his presence felt in the backfield. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Come on,
and the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20.
Hey, Charlie.
Back to throw. Herbert looking deep downfield. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Herbert. He's going to let this one go deep. And got his man complete. And he finally goes out of bounds across the opposite 40. It's a big-time play there for the Bears. And even 40 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. After one, a 1-point game, 7-6.
Bengals 7, Bears 6.
18 Gator.
Oh, you got deep? Hey, tight end's right. Watch tight end. 3 down. Hey, check. 3.
Go.
Throwing on 1st down. Herbert. The open man is Westbrook. 25 yards that time.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
1st and 10 at the 12-yard line.
Set. 18 Gator. Recon 132 fighter.
1st down, a run with Cohen. And he'll fight his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat. And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Carl Lawson with a little how do you do as he gets in there for the sack.
Well, that's the 2nd time he's been sacked so far in the 1st half. And if they have designs on having a big year, on going anywhere, they've got to find a way to keep him upright so he can throw the football.
This offense 2 for 2 on 3rd downs on this drive. They're in for a tough test here, though. 3rd and long.
Hey, high 7.
From the gun, Herbert. He dropped it. Couldn't hang on in the end zone. So no 6 points, incomplete. Well, he's been the guy already over 100 yards here in the 1st half. Could have had a lot more if he would have been able to haul that one in.
Yeah, in fact, our statistician Marvin was already handing me a piece of paper with that yardage totaled on it. He thought that catch was going to happen just as you and I did as well.
So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone, get you 6?
The Bengals drive about to get going. They were successful last time finding the end zone on their opening drive of the season. And they'll get another shot here with a 1st and 10. Pretty solid run here on 1st down. Almost picked up another first, but he appears to be a few inches short.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
On second down, here's Mixon, and he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
I know what you're thinking out there. I know a lot of you are thinking, take a shot downfield. It's a great spot for it. I'd say maybe later in the game, definitely in the second half. But right now, I think they were just trying to get some momentum built. Get a first down, pick it up, and keep moving.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, second and 2.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
Second and 2. Oh, wide open, complete. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Allen Robinson, 59 yards. And the Bengals are going to jump back in front. Great corner route there. Not only able to catch it, turn it upfield, and get into the end zone.
It usually involves a little bit of an extra move, doesn't it? You've got to get them thinking that you're moving to the middle of the field, and you're breaking away to that corner. Boy, that was well executed.
This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone.
Let's go.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And they had a long drive last time, but they had to settle for a field goal, and I'm sure that's how it felt to them, settling. They probably should have gotten in the end zone.
Yeah, not out-and-out joy, right? Because that's what you get when you put the ball in the end zone. But there are benefits to that type of a long drive. Your defense gets a chance to take a break, adjust a little bit, maybe get themselves ready to get back out on the field and play a little bit better. So they'll take the benefit even though they wanted the 6 points.
And maybe wore down the other defense. We'll see. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Herbert. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Carl Lawson able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
Bravo!
Back to throw. Herbert looking long for Westbrook. He's got it with the 15. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. D.D. Westbrook, 78 yards. And the Bears have once again taken the lead. Good throw there, and I don't want to blow it too out of proportion, but he looks a lot more comfortable in his second season.
You can tell he put the work in the offseason, and what I mean by that is understanding the playbook. Not just the plays and how to execute them, but how to do it against a variety of defenses. Also understands his team better, what they can and cannot do. You can see the confidence rising in him as he plays.
The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Well, there to make the tackle, Khalil Mack. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30. They'll run here with Mixon. 2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a 3rd and about 4 for a first.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Ready! 60 or.
He can run for it, and he will. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. They'll get 14 on that one. Good for a Bengal first down.
Well, partner, for a few years there, we thought this read option play was going to take over the whole NFL. It seemed like everyone was using it. But it has been scaled back considerably in the last few seasons, mainly because people are worried about their quarterbacks getting hit. But when you call it at the right time and you use it properly, you see the type of gains you can get. A nice chunk of yardage there by the quarterback.
So they had the big loss on that first down pass play and facing a second and long. Second and long. And he whips that one incomplete there. Allen Robinson, the intended receiver. Third down here.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he led him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
Check three. Hey, Sam off. Check 31.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off right around the 43. And they finally put it into this return, but not before he's all the way down to the 37. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape, he's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
5 yards on the carry, good pickup on first down.
Something to watch here in week 1 of the season, tackling. Because you and I both know that in the preseason, a lot of these guys don't play a whole lot. Plus the intensity and the speed really ratchets up on opening week.
A throw left side complete to his receiver, Westbrook. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half.
60 outlaw.
He's scared. Tight end left. Everyone's got four down.
Snap.
On first and 10, Herbert. Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. D.D. Westbrook on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns as the Bears push further out in front. This time, the extra point up and good. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
The Bengals take over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops. And if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now the Bengals going to signal for their third and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. Now back to throw. Incomplete, and we're down to 8 seconds now. The Bengals bring out their punter now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. This is taken at the 15. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, we'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Bengals drive about to get going. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never wanted to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. A pretty good-looking run there on first down. That'll go for 9 yards, just short of the line to gain. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
The 47-yard line.
The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard.
Back. Check 37. Check 35.
Now Mixon. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive, they went 3 and out.
So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. They'll set up to throw. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just 1 target in the first half, incomplete. Now incomplete here with the first target of the second half.
Yeah, should not stop them at all from going back to him, though. Find him.
Whip. Watch the whip. Switch. Swan. Joker. Check.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Being chased out left. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So flag for the contact, pass interference.
And I know that you're going to look at me and roll your eyes, and rightfully so, because you know what I'm going to say. Doesn't the defender have a right to the football as well?
No, I don't like defenders.
That's because you spent too much time with me. Okay, I'll side with you on this one. Here's the correct call.
They'll run with Mixon, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Once again, they run with Mixon. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. Joe Mixon, already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. The point after is good, and that cuts the lead to 3, 24-21.
Bengals 21.
So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there. Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Let's go, D. Let's go.
To throw on second down, Herbert. And this is Gabriel on the catch. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
On the double.
That's good. Like the Bears.
Let's make these babies cry all the way back home, yo.
First and 10.
Let's make these babies cry all the way back home. Ready?
On first down, it's Cohen. And he takes this all the way inside the Cincy 20. Almost unstoppable on the ground there, as that one is good for 39. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. Now a handoff here to his running back. And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
A loss of a yard brings up second and 11.
Watch twin. Hey, box drop. Get it.
Looking to throw on second down. Herbert. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's third down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. This is caught. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first.
Here we go.
First down. First and goal at the 1-yard line.
Let's go now. 50, plant.
54. Right, 54.
Pilot, 64. Reach. 52. Let's go.
They'll run for it with Tariq Cohen. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Bears. Punching it in from a yard away as the Bears push further out in front. A good, sustained drive there in this third quarter, capping it off with a touchdown to give them a nice 2-score advantage.
It was actually a fun one to watch, wasn't it? I mean, for me, seeing the mix of what they did, how they moved the ball downfield, very sharp, too. Each and every play seemed to be executed with great dispatch.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. They did what they had to do to start this third quarter, went down, got the touchdown to cut the lead, but the matching touchdown a moment ago, and we're right back where we started at halftime.
Yeah, you're exactly right, partner. They had a little bounce in their step after scoring that first touchdown, but the defense gave one up, and that's the problem right now. Can they get better play from their defense while they continue to score on offense?
The last run good for 2. Here's second and 8.
Begin. Bang, 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 bang. Check, Charlie. Ready, go.
Now this time he'll look to throw. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Leonard. Floyd, the old Georgia Bulldog, finding his way into the backfield.
A loss of 16 on the sack. It's third down.
After the sack, they'll come up now third and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
58 the mic. 58.
Instead, they go empty backfield as they'll look to throw. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he will score! Touchdown, Chicago! I don't know who all is to blame there, but I love seeing pick sixes.
Nothing like seeing someone pluck it out of the air and go the other way and see people try to change directions. Hard to do.
Zerline connects on the extra point, and that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Bengals drive about to get going, and they gave up the pick six, and now they'll be looking to right the ship here. Now, as a quarterback, are you a little more cautious this go-around?
You should be, just because after what you gave up, but you can't be so cautious as to just really take things in, and now you're not going to play loose enough to give your team a chance to score. But you still have to be careful, because those defensive guys, I know the reputation defense guys can't catch. All evidence to the contrary on that last possession, though.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. 2nd and 6. He finds Robinson, and he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. That one, a gain of 20 and a first down. Hard to believe his first catch of the game defensively. They bottled him up. That's why they're well on their way to victory.
Put your best cover guy on him and then change the coverages behind him throughout the game. Brackets, double, zone, man, you name it. Make sure he gets a lot of angles.
And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3.
Check the backer, check the backer. Tighten up, tighten up. Squeeze, get in there. 15.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Flushed out right. Airs it out toward the corner of the end zone. And it's knocked away and incomplete. He was looking for his favorite target, A.J. Green, that time. And it's 3rd and short. Now the Bengals on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 3.
Watch safety. Two, fellas, let's go. Safety's creeping.
He'll look to throw, and Eifert has it. He's got the first down here inside the 30. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 29-yard line. This quarterback now, 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. They're going to look to throw. He'll find his running back, Joe Mixon. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle him after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. He's able to get 6. A nice pickup down to the 21. And he's going to take this down close to a first down at about the Bears' 21. Looking to throw. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Eddie Jackson picks it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21. Now we're going to get a stoppage. There appears to be an injured Bear on the field. Hate to see this. Week 1 of the season. We'll be back. To throw on 2nd down. Herbert. Throw right side, going to be complete to Moss. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and it'll be 3rd and 10.
X3, 218, chopper. Watch his flat, watch his flat. Hey, orbit. Watch his flat. Now.
Looking to throw. Herbert. And that will be incomplete.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation, and there the defense won the battle. Taken from just outside the 30. 46 yards on the boot. The coverage holds him to just 3 on the return. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10. The Bengals drive about to get going. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get them down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they do the interception and finish off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And this is picked up by the Bears. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line.
And with that... kind of a deficit. You can't afford to make any kind of mistakes, but it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, you'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely.
Break. Break zone, travel.
Tighten up. Pull it together.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Cohen. So he got free of 1 tackle, but couldn't do a whole lot else. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. Try to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
That was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, and what a terrific play. Holding them to no gain.
Back to throw. Herbert into double coverage, and it's intercepted. It's the former Patriot Devin McCourty, and he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line.
You've got to know as a quarterback that's going to be tough to outthink this guy in the defensive backfield. He's been at it 11 years now, so he knows all the ins and outs of the position, and he's in the right spot there to come up with the interception.
The Bengals drive about to get going. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once we were down huge, and someone said, Coach, what do you want to call? He just waved a hand like, who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time. But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Leonard Floyd getting him once again his 3rd sack of the afternoon. Back to throw. And the catch made. It's Tyler Boyd. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop him with 13 seconds left to play. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
58, right over there. Yeah. Mike, 58, right there. Watch twist.
They'll drop to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go.
Intended for Allen Robinson. Incomplete. He was covered by Steven Nelson.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up 2nd and 10. Mixon. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. So this one in the win column for the Chicago Bears. And with that, our journey begins, Charles. Week 1 in the books. Going to be a great season.
Oh, man, so much to look forward to. Isn't it nice to get a really good game right out of the gate? Preseason behind us. All these games count now, don't they?
Yeah, this is the exciting time with just 1 week gone and plenty of weeks to come. So for the Bears, that'll be a happy locker room as they start this season 1-0. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Baltimore Ravens. Meanwhile, for Cincinnati, they obviously fall to 0-1 with the defeat. And they'll try to get back on the beam next week as they'll head to Cleveland to take on the Browns. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.